Thank you, everybody, for tuning in again to the Salt Lake City podcast. We got a special one for you today. Some of you might know him as Cody Jensen. Others might know him as the Band-Aid Bandit. But take it away, bro. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me, bro.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm excited to share my story.
I kind of wanted to discuss, before the Band-Aid Bandit thing, I wanted to kind of cover, like, who was Cody Jensen before that whole thing kind of started?
I mean, a lot of my life, I was a drug addict, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
So it started in high school. Obviously started with weed and just hanging out with the friends, and turned into an Oxycontin addiction. Lasted a few years. My friends started passing away, and that was kind of like my first wake-up call. Got clean for a while, lived a pretty normal life, working. I actually got married in the LDS temple when I was 23.
Wow.
That didn't last too long either. But yeah, and then after that, just working kind of normal jobs. And then started using Adderall, which then kind of led into my other drug use. And that's kind of what led up to, the bank robbery stuff.
That's crazy. So realistically, I mean, you said you were doing drugs at early stages of your life. Do you think that's what ultimately made you kind of pivot into going into the bank robbery stuff?
I think so, honestly. It's kind of crazy, like, thinking about it, just like in retrospect. As a young kid, I would watch these like armored car movies or heist movies, and I was like so drawn, like at 6 years old, I was like drawn to it. Like, it was like so exciting to me. And I was like, but there was a point in high school that I was with my friends, and we were just like all talking one night, like super late, like, and I was like, if I'm not rich by 30, I'm gonna rob banks. Like, kind of just like joking, right?
Manifested
and
it.
I literally manifested it. Like, I robbed my first bank when I was 30. Kind of crazy.
That is crazy. Well, like, when you said that, like you said, you were kind of joking.
Yeah.
What point in your life did you was it like a sit down moment where you thought about it, like, you know what, I'm gonna do this for real?
It was. So obviously I was addicted. So went from Adderall to using meth, coke, Xanax. I lost my job at the time just because I was always late. I was leaving early, long lunches.
Right.
Lost my job. COVID had just like barely started, and I was just like I don't want to get another job. Like, the world's shit. And it just, like, that thought just kept coming to my mind. And so one day I was like I'm gonna start like putting effort into figuring out how I can get away with it.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be kind of crazy. Is that something you Google, or is it just you get a big old whiteboard and you start jotting down ideas? Or
Honestly, so there's a show, it's called FBI Files, right? And it's put on by the FBI, and it's these episodes of every crime possible. From murders to kidnappings to there's a ton of bank robbery stuff to big drug dealers and the mob. But honestly, a lot of the stuff that I learned and just how they operate was from that show, the FBI Files.
They were giving you how to.
Yeah, they were giving you,
how to get caught.
Yeah.
But you tweak a few things.
The whole Band-Aid thing came from. There's another show called How to Rob a Bank. This is episodes on people that have robbed banks, and it's kind of their story after. But a guy would use super glue and just cover his fingertips. And so his fingerprints, and I was like, okay, that's smart. And I was like, and I just thought of Band-Aids. I'm like, it kind of blends in with the skin and just,
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
So when you were kind of whiteboarding things out, kind of watching the show, figuring out what you were going to do, what was it, that pivotal moment where you were like, I know everything to do this. Like, I can do this successfully?
I don't know if there was a pivotal moment, maybe just a moment of I was at the end of my desperation of sorts. And just, my money was obviously dwindling fast. I didn't have an income. I was living with a girlfriend at the time. And she knew obviously I got fired. She didn't know about my drug addiction at the time. She didn't know about my drug addiction until I was actually arrested.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
But just kind of a last straw. And I was in my mind, I was like, I need to do this. This is what I need to do.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It seemed like the only option, the only out.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. So when you decided that you were going to do it, did you have like a specific bank in mind first?
I did. So there's actually a robbery before the very first robbery. It was Halloween of 2019. I went and bought like an old man looking beard, kind of like trimmed it up so it like fit my face, had a beanie on, and I went to like a standalone bank, and I parked down the street, and I like walked to the bank, and as I'm walking up to the bank, I hear like this loud click sound come from the bank, like a latch. And I was like, did they just like fucking lock the door? Like, do I look that sketchy? Like, and so I keep walking. I walk in, the door's locked, and they're all like looking at me through the glass. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, dude, like act normal. And I'm like, I put my hands up and I like grab my piece of paper. I'm like, I have a check to cash. Like, and the guy was like, no, and then motioned like the phone. And I was like, oh shit. So then I turned around. As soon as I was like out of their parking lot, I booked it to my car and I was off. I was like, shit, like that didn't work. So that's where the supermarkets came into play. I was like, it's easier for me to get in there without being noticed.
Yep.
I can leave, be in my car 10 minutes down the road, and they're not even going to know what kind of car I left in.
Yeah.
Right.
So you have to wait for the cops to get there. They have to go back and check the cameras.
Right.
And so that's, yeah.
That's crazy. So basically you figured out the grocery store bank method was going to be better just because of that first experience.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
At least for me, I was, it was never about like going in there and like getting super rich off of robbing banks.
Right.
For me, it was feeding my drug addiction, a way for me to live and just, have a little bit of means.
And so were you, after that first attempt, did that like discourage you at all?
It scared me.
Yeah.
It scared me because I was like I had done like small petty crimes as a kid before.
Right.
Like I'd been to juvie for a stolen car. Like I'd been arrested. But like that was like a different level. I was like, okay, like that was intense. Like it didn't scare me enough to obviously sway me from not doing it.
Right.
But I was like, I just need to like make sure I am doing it the right way.
Right.
If you want to say that.
That's crazy.
That's wild. When you were like the first time when you went and they like didn't let you in the bank, and then the first like grocery store, what
Robbery.
was the time?
So the first time was like maybe a few weeks before Halloween of 2019, where they locked the doors.
Yeah.
My first actual robbery was December 6th of 2019. So like a month, a little over a month. Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's insane.
But your first robbery, like walk me through that. So like, where was it? And like, what was your initial like feeling? Like your first actual attempted real life robbery?
So like one of my biggest things too, prior to like, after that first robbery was like remaining calm and just like aware, like while I'm in the robbery, not letting my like emotions, the adrenaline get the best of me. So I planned it out. I was going to rob the Cypress Credit Union inside the Walmart in South Jordan, right off the freeway.
Yep.
My initial thought was to like get on the freeway after. I guess I'll get to that. So yeah, like I planned that. It was like later in the day. I wanted to do it in the afternoon when there's a little bit more traffic. People are like coming and going, like leaving work, whatever. So I went to a park, took off the license plate, like a park like 10 minutes away, just because I was like, there's cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
So I was like, I wanted to be like far enough away that they couldn't like track me back to where I took off my license plate. Took off my license plate, went, found my spot, like backed in, make sure I was like at a good spot where I could just out and just, immediately get away. And yeah, like when I got there, I was just like, don't like overthink it, just get out, move, like calculated, just in, hand them the note. And yeah, so I walked in. There was nobody at the bank. There was a few tellers. I walked up to the girl, handed her the note, and I was like, I just need to cash this check. She's like, okay, opens it, like reads it, and like looks at me. I'm just like, I kind of shook my head. She like put the note back, started emptying the thing. I had like a white little padded manila envelope. Put it in the envelope, kind of put it in my like vest pocket, and just walked right out.
What did the note
Yeah, I
say?
was just about to ask.
So I would put, so I always, like in the FBI files, I learned that the bank tellers are always supposed to follow your commands, so it doesn't put them in danger. Like I could be a guy with a gun.
Right.
Like I never had a gun, but I could be that crazy guy that loses it. So, No alarms was always my first thing, because that was like my biggest thing, is like having them push an alarm and have the cops outside waiting for me or something. So no alarms, no die packs, no GPS, money now, move quickly. And then I would put at the very bottom, I have a gun. I would write, I have a gun on there. Just because I was like, if I don't put that, are they going to like take me seriously? Because I don't have a gun, so I can't be like, look, I have a gun. So it's like, if I put that, hopefully they just take it for what it is and give me the money.
What was like how did you feel? Like her reaction? Was it a male, female?
So the first one was a female.
Okay.
Honestly, like at the time of the robberies, I didn't put much thought into it. I always knew that I didn't want to go in there. I didn't want to like be aggressive. I didn't want to threaten people. I didn't want to like, obviously it's a traumatic experience either way for them, but I didn't want to like escalate that into like anything more.
Right. That's crazy.
When you're like in it, is time fast or slow?
Fast, super fast. Yeah. Like everything, like kind of like literally nothing is happening around you, but you're seeing everything, if that makes sense.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How fast were you typically in and out of there?
Most of the times I would say within a minute.
Damn.
Like maybe a minute 30 from like literally the time I walked in the store
Right.
and then to the time I was walking out. They're pretty quick. Like whatever they would hand me out of that first drawer, I would take that and just leave. I wouldn't like request more or
How much did you get your first robbery?
So my first robbery was like 4,600.
Okay.
40, and that was, I remember. So I ended up not getting on the freeway. I was like, that's what they'd expect. So I like, went the other way. And I remember I set it on the passenger seat, and I was driving around a corner, it all like spilled out. And I just remember being like, oh man, like I just got that much money in like a minute, bro. And I'm a drug addict at the time. So I'm like, this is the best day ever.
Kid in a candy store kind of thing.
What was like so between the first robbery and the second robbery, especially after you got that first one, you cleared $4,600. Like, were you instantly like, I need to go do this again?
Not instantly. Like I knew I needed to like be patient, not like rush things, and just kind of like I've always been big on energy and just like feeling and like your intuition. Like even if it's for something bad, like bank robbery or whatever.
Right.
So I just kind of like waited for, like, I was like, I knew I'm going to do it again. But just waited. So it was actually like a month later, like almost a date to the month. And I was just like, today's the day. Like I would feel it that morning inside me. I'd be like, okay, like I'm like, today I'm feeling it. It's happening today.
That's wild.
Crazy.
What was your second robbery? Did you kind of rob banks all in the same area, or was it spread out?
I try to spread them out.
Okay.
So my second robbery was the Dan's up on Foothill. Okay. It was like in America First.
Yeah.
And they have like an underground parking garage. And I would scope it out before. Like I remember I went there maybe like 2 weeks prior and just kind of like went in, walked it, bought a few items, and left. And I was like, yeah, like this is perfect. Like, and the day that I went to rob it, it was like raining, like slight snow outside. So I'm like, oh, yeah, this is perfect. Waited again until later in the day, went and parked underground. I had like a shirt to change in because I was like, I don't want to be driving away in the same clothes. I'm like robbed the bank in. So yeah, walked up, same thing. There was a few people in line this time. I maybe waited like 2 minutes in line. I remember like I was super nervous. Like some of the surveillance photos from there, I'm like, dang, I can tell I'm nervous, like in their photos. But yeah, that robbery. So she only gave me like $500. I didn't realize it till I was like gone. I was like so upset. I'm like, do I rob another bank? Like, I'm like, no, that's how people get caught.
Right.
So I was like, dang. But yeah, $500 that second robbery.
How fast were you burning through the cash? Like that 4,600 to the 500, like how fast was that money going?
The 4,600 was gone by the time my second robbery. Damn. Like I did the second robbery, yeah.
Okay.
Was that all just on drugs, or what was that kind of spent on?
Drugs, bills, strip club, nice dinners. Like after the first robbery, so I was robbing the banks in my girlfriend's car. I didn't have a. My car got impounded.
Okay.
Like maybe in November, the month before I started my first robbery, and I didn't have the money to get it out, and so I just like was like whatever. So I would drop her off at work and then I would go do my robberies. So after the first robbery, I picked her up and I'm like, hey, like it was a Friday. And I'm like, we're going out downtown. We're going to dinner. Like we're gonna have a nice dinner. So we went out downtown. I got drunk and I was like, I think I can make this work.
And she had no idea.
No idea.
Oh,
Holy shit. That is insane.
No idea. So the whole time she had no idea, literally until the day I was arrested. Our house was raided. Our storage unit was raided.
what was she thinking? Like all of a sudden you went from nothing to we're going to nice dinners. Like,
Yeah.
What was her? What do you think her thought process
So
was? There?
I don't remember exactly when it was, but at some point I told her I had got a job, right?
Okay.
And so then that was like I was like, I need your car to like go to my job.
Yeah.
So I would drop her off. And then eventually I got my own car. And so in the mornings, we'd get up. I'm acting like I'm getting ready to go to work. She's getting ready to go to work. She leaves. And then I'm just chilling all day doing what I do, doing drugs, yeah.
Wow.
Were you spending time like planning these, or once you kind of got the first two down, was it like, I kind of know it's the same process?
Yeah. Like there was a few times where I'd go and like wait outside of the bank that I was going to rob, like maybe for 2 hours, see how many cop cars like pass by and just kind of get a feel for it. I did that a couple times and I'm like, it's so like inconsistent of like when the cop cars would pass. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna like worry about that. So
So in total, how many banks did you rob?
10.
10. Okay.
10. Nine prior to being arrested, and then 1 after I cut my ankle monitor off.
So when you got caught and arrested, so after robbing 10 banks, they didn't put you in jail, they just put you on house arrest?
So I was in jail for 30 days.
Okay.
And then, I had my bail hearing. The judge approved it. I was going to get released the next day. And then that next day, the prosecutor. So when I was arrested, I was caught with a gun. I had a legal gun, but I was a felon. I had drugs. So they charged me, having a gun with a felon. Initially, they weren't going to charge me with it. When the judge approved me to be out on house release, the prosecutor went back, filed that charge. And so I was in there for like another week, had another bail hearing. Judge was like, I don't see this as a reason not to let you out on ankle monitor, and let me out anyway.
Holy shit.
Gosh.
Yeah. So initially I was only in jail, like 30, maybe 35 days.
Oh my God. So when they put you on the ankle monitor, how long were you supposed to wait before you went to like trial or whatever?
I don't know if there was like a specific time. So I was out maybe like 4.5 months.
Okay.
And I was at my parents' house. I couldn't leave. Like I could go to like PO visits or like medical like visits. That's it. And kind of what led up to me cutting my ankle monitor was my lawyer initially told me, he was like, look, I think we can get you 5 years. You don't have criminal history. Like you have a good supportive family. Like the no criminal history is like a huge thing.
For sure.
So it's like, I'm thinking I can get you 5 years. I'm like, okay, like it's still a lot for me to process. Like I've spent like a week in juvie and that's it. And so I got a call from him one day after being out, on my ankle monitor for 4 months. He was like, look, he's like, the prosecutor like really wants to make like an example out of you. He's like, he's pushing for like 8 to 10 years. I was like, shit, that's a long time. And so that week, my girlfriend that I was with was coming to stay at my parents' house. My parents were going to California on vacation. And I still didn't know I was going to call my ankle monitor at that point. My girlfriend comes. It was like the second day she was there. And I was like, dude, I'm not ready. Like 8 years, but I want to be almost 40 when I get out. Like it's like, I just had a hard time processing that. And so one night she was getting drunk, drinking wine. She passed out and I'm like, okay, like I just literally, like, I don't know, there's something in me that just, like once like that switch flips, it's just like, it's on, it's like game time.
That's crazy.
So I packed a bag really quick, like got everything ready, like didn't take anything, no phone. I had like $5,000 I had saved up. I took that 5,000, cut my ankle monitor, like turned off all my parents' cameras that they have outside their house so they wouldn't know like right when I left. Obviously they would know because my PO would call them, but cut my ankle monitor, tossed it in the trash, got in my car, and I drove straight to Vegas.
Oh shit.
Straight to Vegas.
So is this the same girlfriend
Yeah,
that you got arrested?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
wow.
And like with not just with her, but your parents, like what was your parents' and girlfriend's initial reaction when you first got arrested?
The girlfriend was upset. Obviously I mean, we were together 5 years and she had no idea about any of it.
That's crazy.
And then, I mean, she was a good girl. I mean, she didn't have like any crime background, or she came from a good family, so it was like a lot to her.
Right.
But she was supportive. Like we would talk while I was in jail. She came and visited me a few times, like initially when I was in jail. My parents were super supportive the whole time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're here for you. Like, we're gonna get through this. Like,
Yeah.
you made mistakes. Like, but it's time for you to like, you know, get your shit together.
Right.
Like, we're gonna get through it. So
Damn. Okay. So in your total career of robbing, how much money would you say you cleared?
between all of them, probably. I mean, not as much as you'd think.
Right.
Maybe 50,000.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it's like I could have worked a normal job and got that money. You know what I mean?
So kind of backtracking a little bit, you said you got caught after your 9th.
After my night.
How did that, what happened? Did you get caught at the scene? Did the cops pull up to your house? Like, how
No.
did that work?
So after 7 robberies here in Utah, I literally was on the news like every week. Like, please help us identify this individual. I was so worried about my family being, cause like the pictures, I'm like, bro, like that's me. Like clear shots, like that's me. Like I was waiting for the call, like my mom to be like, yo, like,
You're
is this
robbing
you?
banks, bro.
Yeah, like. And actually, after the 7th robbery, my 7th robbery was in Kaysville, inside Bowman's Market.
Okay.
As I was getting on the freeway on I-15, coming on the on-ramp, I saw 3 highway patrols and a Davis County sheriff, like, flying, like, lights on, getting off the exit. And I was like, oh, shit, like, this is close. And I remember seeing, like, a helicopter, like, up and down the freeway. So I was like, yeah, like, Utah is, like, too hot. Like, they're on to me. Like, they're, like, actively, like, looking, like, so I would start I started robbing banks in Vegas.
Okay.
So I would leave at like 5 in the morning. I would tell my girl, like, hey, I'm going to work early. I would leave at 5, drive straight to Vegas, rob a bank, maybe go to the casino, gamble, hang out, and then drive back that night.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
What robbery was it that you scored the most in one robbery?
I think it was it was a U.S. bank, and it was the one off of 6 North in downtown Salt Lake. Yeah, so I think I got close to 10,000, like 9,500.
Okay.
Which, I mean, it's a lot, but it's not.
Right.
Yeah.
For 1 minute of work.
Yeah.
When you first got like caught, how did that happen? Like, were you out and about, or they came?
I
to
was
your
out
house?
and about. So the storage unit that we had, which I didn't keep anything like crazy in there. Like I had like some disguises that I would use, or like clothes that I would wear. But I went there, like woke up one morning, this normal morning. I don't remember what day it was, maybe like a Wednesday. Woke up, like went to the gas station, and then went to the storage unit, which is right behind our townhouses.
Yeah.
And I pull up, and I like, dude, I was such a drug addict. So I like am doing my meth in the car. It was rain the night before, so I'm like wiping my car down, like just like nonchalant, like literally thinking nothing of it. I turn around because I hear like these cars. I turn around and there's like 5 cars, like unmarked FBI cars, pull up, hop out, like shotguns, ARs. And I was just like, oh shit. So they're like, turn around, like look away from us. But I like turned back to look at them because I was in shock, bro. I was
Right,
like, shit.
yeah.
And they're like, don't look at us. Like, it's like, fuck. And so, yeah.
Oh my God. So they caught you at the storage unit.
Yeah.
What did they?
I think they
Did they have,
expected me to have like money, or like they could have found like clothes that I wore at the robberies,
Right.
in the
Gotcha.
storage unit.
Did they catch you off the security? Like, did they ever say how they like found you specifically in that moment?
So how they found me was me and my girlfriend got pulled over in her car like 8 months prior to my arrest off something totally like non-related. I like crossed the merge lane getting off the freeway, and a highway patrolman saw me, pull over. He's like, I'm just making sure you're not drunk, you guys aren't fighting, like whatever. Checked my license, came back, it's like, all right, you're good to go. I'm like, okay, like cool. Like every time I got pulled over, I was just like, is this it?
Little
Like,
nervous.
yeah. But he put in his report that he pulled over that kind of car with a male occupant and sent it to the FBI because they were looking for that kind of car.
Right.
So they started telling me the FBI was surveilling me for almost 9 months.
Oh, wow.
Like waiting for me to rob another bank.
No way.
And in that time, I didn't rob any banks. Like in my mind, I was done at that point.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I was like, dude, if I keep going, like I'm literally, if I get caught, I'm going to do 20 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Like,
y'all.
so when you got picked up by the FBI, what was like that feeling, like that first night in jail?
Honestly, like, I mean, scary, but honestly, somewhat like of a relief. Because, dude, I was so paranoid, like, and obviously they were following me, but, dude, I would try to lose tails all the time. Like,
Right.
I would think people were following me. I would be like, I would see this car and I'm like, I saw that car earlier today. And I would start writing down license plates of the cars that I thought I saw like multiple times a day
Wow.
and trying to like compare and like match up.
Right.
So I was like, yeah. There was a time I was in Winco in Harriman and it was like 9:30 at night and I was by the magazines just like looking and this guy like kept following me. And so finally at one point I'm like, bro, I'm like, if you guys are gonna arrest me, like arrest me. Like, what are you doing? Like just like lost it on this guy and he like looked at me and he didn't say anything and then he walked away. So I'm like, still to this day, I don't know if he was like
Undercover?
an FBI agent. Yeah, but I was just like, I was so paranoid. Like, who knows if that guy really was like.
Crazy.
In my discovery, they do have pictures of me in that Winco, down like the cosmetics aisle. Like I'm pretty sure they were trying to get me to like be buying Band-Aids.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it could have been.
That's crazy.
How did they, if they were waiting for you to buy Band-Aids, how did they like know that you were like that was your thing?
So it was after like, so initially they labeled me the TGIF Bandit after my first 2 robberies because they were both on Fridays.
Okay.
And I don't think they had seen the Band-Aids then. And I think it was maybe like the 4th robbery that they started naming the TGI or the Band-Aid Bandit.
Okay.
Because I started seeing my Band-Aids on the fingers.
Oh, okay.
What was it like seeing yourself on the news?
Bro, so the first time, so after the first robbery, it was like the next week, it was a weekend, I'm at Chili's with my mom and my girlfriend. And I'm like on my phone, I open Fox and I'm like, oh shit. Literally the first thing on Fox is my story. Please help us identify this individual. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, and I'm sure my face just went like white, bro. So I was like, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. I got up, went there. I'm like, holy shit. Like, this is crazy. Like, I'm like, my mom literally uses this same news app.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so does my girlfriend. But yeah.
Did you ever have like friends or anybody even have like a hunch that it was you?
So there was one time, this girl that I would buy drugs from was like, yo, that's you.
Oh, shit.
I was like, no. I'm like, no, it's not me. She's like, bro. She's like, I see you. I see you. She was like this super cool black chick, but she was just like, I see you, boy. And I'm like, don't say that. I'm like, just quiet, bro. Like, yeah, let me get my stuff and I'm out of here.
That's
Oh, and she held it down and didn't snitch?
Yeah, for sure. So she was cool.
That's crazy. That's nuts. So when did you see yourself on the news? Was that first robbery? Was that
Yep,
First?
like that first week after the first robbery. So then after that, I mean, I kind of liked it in a sense because I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. Like, especially in the mindset that I was in. It's just like, I grew up watching like The Town
Yep.
movie, you know what I mean? So
That
I'm like,
was so
okay,
cool.
like, this is cool. Like, this is how it feels to be wanted, you know what I mean? So,
That's crazy. So like when you broke your ankle monitor off, you went to Vegas, robbed another bank. When you finally got caught after cutting off your ankle monitor, what happened with that?
so I went to Vegas, like, yeah, blew through all my money quick. I was like literally out of money. And I'm like, okay, well, like, what do I do at this point? Like, I'm not going to turn myself in yet. Like, so I was like, I'll rob another bank. So I robbed one of the same banks that I had robbed previously in Vegas, just because I'm like, I know it.
Yeah.
Like, and so I robbed a bank in Vegas, drove to California, and just kind of spent some time in California, just like at the beach, outside, getting stoned, like just chilling. I was like, I just like need to like, I don't know, live life a little
Yeah.
bit or experience, like figure out what I'm gonna do. And one day I got super stoned. I was like, I'm gonna go run on the beach, right? I ended up meeting this guy. I smoked more weed with him, I go back to my car, and I can't find my car. I'm like, oh shit. And so like that whole night, I'm literally walking up and down West Hollywood, like looking for my car. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, did it get towed? So I'm like calling the impound lots. They're like, no, we don't have any report of that. I'm like, okay, like, did the FBI find me? Like, and they took my car, and that's why they're not telling me. So for 3 days, I like slept on the streets, walking up and down, like literally looking for my car. And so after 3 days, I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I was having like not good thoughts. I'm like, do I carjack someone and go rob more banks? And I'm like, that's not me. Like, I'm not a violent person. Like, that's, yeah. So finally, like, I'm like, turn myself in. And so I try to turn myself in West Hollywood. And the cop's like, sorry, I can't do anything for you. Like, I'm on a specific detail. I'm like, bro, I'm a wanted, like, fugitive. I'm like, a bank robbery. Like, I cut my ankle monitor off. Like, I'm out of Utah. And he's like, I can't help you, bro. I'm like, okay, like. So I'm like, well, I'm going to go to the Twin Towers jail in downtown LA. I'll turn myself in there. So I like catch a bus, go downtown. I got there late. It was like 9:30, 10 at night. I walk in, go to the intake. And the guy's like, can I help you? And I'm like, yeah, I'm here to turn myself in. And he's like, not tonight, you're not. I'm like, wait, what? Bro, at this point, I'm literally just like, what is happening here, bro? Like, am I not meant to be caught yet? Like, and he's like, it's too late. He's like, come back in the morning. And I was like, can I at least tell you what I'm like wanted for? And he's like, it doesn't matter. He's like, I can't, like, I literally nothing I can do for you. And I'm like, well, shit, okay.
What the fuck?
So I leave there. I see like a cop driving on the street. I literally like run in the middle of the road, flag him down. And he's like, yeah, I can't help you either. He's like, go to this other police station. Maybe they'll be able to help you. I'm like, what? Like, I'm like, literally at this point, I'm like, I'm so sleep deprived. And I'm just like, dude, what is happening? Like, I'm ready to be arrested
Bro,
at this
take
point.
me to jail.
Yeah. So I go to this police station, tell the cop my story. And he was like, he almost didn't want to do anything either. Gets on his radio, radio's in. Like 2 seconds later, he like grabs his gun and he's like, all right, on the floor. I'm like, okay, like, thank you. Like, finally. Arrest me. Yeah. So I was out there for maybe like 3 weeks in a federal detention center. And then, yeah, they transported me back to Utah.
So when you were in California, were you like in communication with your family and your girlfriend?
Nobody.
Nothing.
Wow. Yeah.
So
yeah.
your girlfriend woke up and was
And it was like,
he's gone.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
So like as soon as I cut my ankle monitor, my PO called my parents in California and was like, are you like, is Cody home? And they're like, we're in California. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure like he's home with his girlfriend. And so my mom calls my girlfriend and she's like her initially, she's like, yeah, like he was just here like an hour ago. She's like, let me go find him. She like looks to the house and she's like, oh no, like his car's gone. And so obviously it's like panic for them. Yeah.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Did they not take you in California because it's such a there's
I think
so many
so much
crime
crime.
and-
Yeah.
now they're just
That
dealing
is
with
crazy.
it. They're like, wow, he's voluntarily
Yeah.
submitting himself. We
Yeah,
can't
like
we
he's
can't
not
deal
like
with that.
actively committing a crime.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like doubly giving to the next guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
actually
it was
insane.
wild.
So when you got transferred back to Utah, how long did you spend in jail that second time?
So I mean, after that, I was in jail until my release. Obviously, there was no bail.
Yeah.
No bail after that. Yeah.
Flight risk.
So I was arrested like February 22nd of 2022, and then I was released March 20th of 2024.
Okay.
So just over 2 years.
Wow.
Which is incredible.
But which is nuts.
Yeah.
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 That's absolutely insane. What was your time like in prison out here?
So most of my time was spent so bank robbery is a federal crime.
Yep.
There's no federal facilities here in Utah. So most of my time was spent in Pahrump, Nevada.
Okay.
It's like a federal holding facility. It's kind of known as like the Disneyland of the feds.
What the hell?
You have PlayStations, you have tablets.
What?
The guards are corrupt as shit. Like they're bringing in any drug you want is in there.
So you were still actively using drugs in there or no?
Not like meth or coke or anything like that, but like wax. Like they had wax in there, and I was like, dude, like wax makes prison 10 times better.
Yeah.
Like just chill out in prison. Like you work out with your homies. Like you're playing PlayStation. You're listening to music on the tablet. Like, I mean, it's prison.
Yeah.
But it's, you know what I mean? It's way better than a county jail.
For sure. You're just in there smoking it up, playing GTA.
Yeah,
back
basically.
back to the basics.
Basically, right?
That's
Yeah, where it all
crazy.
started. Yeah.
In prison, is it like the movies, or like what's the experience actually like?
I wouldn't say it's like the movies. Like it can be. For the most part, everyone is just trying to do their time
Yeah.
and get through it.
Right.
But I mean, there is the politics. You do have to click up with your race. Most of my time was spent in general pop down in Nevada. One of the times I was transferred back here for court and then transferred back. They're like, hey, we don't have any room in general pop.
Yeah.
You're going to the high end, which I've heard like maximum security. Like I had heard of dudes getting stabbed all the time up there. And I was like, shit, like there's really no room down there. Like, you're sure? But it actually wasn't, it didn't end up being like super bad. It's way more political up there, but it's like everyone tries to keep the peace because if something does happen up there, it's way more serious.
Right.
So there's a lot more potential for, like extreme violence.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That is crazy. So what was like when you got released? Like what was your thought process or like your game plan? What was next for you?
Honestly, fitness became like my whole life in prison. Like working on my body, my mind, reading. So I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to get into fitness and just let that be like my driving factor, just focusing on me and my body. But yeah, so then I started going to Lifetime, obviously, and just, I work now with a supplement company, Bullfit.
Yep.
I started a commercial office cleaning company. So doing office cleaning and just, focusing on getting better every day.
That's sick.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Awesome.
So like when you were in prison, is that when you started working out and really started to get in shape? And how fast did that start when you got in there?
Pretty quick. I mean, most of the like good dudes in there are like, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Like you were like, there's nothing else to do.
Right.
So you find your people and you have your daily routine. It's like the same thing every day. You have your workout times, you have your chill time, you play chess, you read, like, yeah.
What was that first day in that prison like? Like your very first day when you
Like in the actual
in the actual like prison when you didn't know anybody or anything.
So the actual prison I went to when I actually like did my BOP time was in Northern California. It's called Hurlong. It's scary. I'm not gonna lie. It's like you can tell, like you can feel the energy in there. Like when people say like it's so much tension in the air, you can like cut it. Like you feel that in prison. Like you feel the energy. You feel like the evil, if you will.
Right.
I mean, scary, but you find the right people and you stick to yourself and you can, for the most part, stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, was it like head down, don't make eye contact kind of thing, or was it like,
no,
there's the white dudes, I'm gonna go talk to them kind of thing?
Initially, yeah, and especially when you're new, people are watching you, people are feeling you out. So at first, you're talking to white dudes, you're getting acclimated. They're telling you the rules and kind of like, this is our TV here, this is where we sit, blah blah blah. But no, you like. Some of my best friends in prison were Hispanics, the paisas from Mexico. So it actually got me in a little bit of trouble with the whites because I was spending too much time with them. But yeah, you hang out. You hang out with everyone. Yeah, you find your people.
What was the food like?
Shitty.
What is it like?
Oh
I
man,
only
like
have ever seen like the
super
movies and it's just like
processed
slop
stuff,
and-
dude. It literally
It's
is
literally
that
just slop
slop.
and-
No
Yeah.
way.
So we would get like real chicken, real meat, like once a week, like in the Nevada prison. Other than that, it's like soy meat, like processed meat. Yeah,
Disgusting.
like the hamburger definitely is a hamburger. Yeah,
like
a lot
Taco
of
Bell
like
meat?
bread, cornbread. Yeah.
Wow. Did you ever have like any like not necessarily like close calls on your life, but like did you ever have anything where you're like, okay, I might get in trouble, I might get in a fight, I might get sketchy?
Yeah. So there was a time up in like the maximum security unit in Nevada so I was up in my cell with a Hispanic inmate. We were playing chess And all of a sudden we hear like, so the first thing you hear in prison with a fight is the shoe scuffle, right? Like that's the first thing you hear. So we heard all the scuffling. So we peek out. I see it's the whites and the blacks fighting. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, this is literally my worst nightmare. So I go back in my cell. I'm trying to avoid it. My Hispanic friend leaves. He shuts my cell door. When your cell door shuts, you have to push a button for the like head or like the people, the guards to unlock it.
Right.
So at that point, I'm locked in my cell. It ended up being like a pretty serious riot between the blacks and the whites. The blacks ended up coming around to each one of the white dudes' cells, like 3 or 4 dudes, literally messing up the white dudes. So they came into my cell and obviously just passed right by because it was locked. But I was like, yeah, I'm like, this is not for me, bro. Like, yeah. So that was like the closest call. I saw a lot of fights,
Yeah.
but never involved in one.
Damn. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
What was like the standard criminal in your area? Like what was kind of everybody else around you in there for?
So in like the general pop, it's a lot of drug dealers, a lot of drug dealers, especially in the feds. Drug dealers. So it's kind of funny. You have like the Mexicans are obviously all like the cartel dudes, the paisas, like they're all in there for drugs. The white dudes, it's a lot of like armed robbery or like theft, stuff like that. When I was up in the high end, I didn't really know this at the time, but like 2 of the dudes that I was super close with, worked out with all the time, they taught me how to play chess, were in there for murder and kidnapping.
Oh,
and I'm
shit,
like,
shit.
Dude, I got out and like looked them up and I was like, oh shit, like they were like normal dudes.
Yeah.
Like I liked you, like you're out there killing, like allegedly killing people.
Yeah,
like
it's wild.
yeah, so it's just I mean, I know everyone makes mistakes and you know what I mean, but it's different when you're like, okay, I was playing chess with like
A
a
straight
alleged
killer.
killer. Yeah.
A literal killer. That's insane. Did they? Because I really don't know how prison works or anything like that. But like, I know sex offenders get pretty messed up in prison.
Yeah.
Do they just? Is that like their own? Like they keep them away from everybody,
So
or
most sex offenders, when you so in county jail, sex offenders will like take their chances and try to be in general pop. Because in county jail, the politics, at least here, we're not that serious. Like, you're not gonna come and like be anywhere near us, but we're not gonna like send people to get you out of the unit.
Yeah.
In Nevada and California, it's like as soon as they're checked into that facility, they're taken to protective custody.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there any other bank robberies in there?
I met a few along the way. None that I really spent like any significant time with.
Right.
But yeah, like a lot of them were like, dude, I robbed 1 bank. I'm getting 5 years. I'm like, bro, I robbed 10 and Utah sentenced me to 3 years. It's like, but like most of them had like an extensive like drug and criminal history where they had been arrested, 10, 15, 20 times. So.
Damn. So you got lucky basically because of the no priors, right?
Yeah.
So how long, when you got out, how long were you on like parole or probation or anything? Did you have
So
anything?
I'm still currently on probation.
Okay.
Almost off. Like for the next month, I should be off.
Sick.
Wow.
Yeah, my drug testing's done. So
That's good. That's crazy.
Did you ever have like a come to Jesus moment, or like a I fucked up and I need to like when I get out of here, like we're done with this, I gotta like straighten up kind of thing?
yeah, for sure. Like I would say there was like a few moments in there where like initially, like when I was first arrested, there was like one of those moments. But then when you get into prison, it's just like, it's hard to see that far ahead to like I knew I wanted to change like ever since I was arrested, but it's kind of hard to be like, okay, I have 3 more years to figure this out. So it's like, I'll take some time and just like chill.
Right.
But yeah, like when my release date started coming up, I'm like, okay, like I really have to like sit with myself and like, who do I want to be from this point forward?
Absolutely.
Like, what do I want my life to look like? I feel like prison kind of gives you, I feel like most people don't ever really sit with themselves like that. I mean, you literally, have no distractions. Like, you just have to figure it out on your own.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, that discipline helped me realize I can literally design my own life, and it's a whole new start.
Right.
Like, it was just one chapter.
Yeah.
When you got out, you said, so you started a you started a commercial cleaning business and you're involved with Bullfit. How soon did that arise after your release?
So I worked as soon as I got out. So you're released to a halfway house. I was at the halfway house for like 2 months. And then I started working a manual labor job, which was shitty. It was like delivering lumber, like super
fuck.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. And so I was like, dude, this isn't it. Like, like I'm like grateful to be out and like grateful to be working. I'm like, but this isn't it. Like, so I met another guy at Lifetime actually, and he was like, what do you do for work? And I told him, and I was like, I hate it, bro. Like, he's like, come sell life insurance for me. I was like, okay. He's like, it's commission only. Like, I'm like, all right, like, let's do it. Like, it sounds good. So I sold life insurance for a while. And then I had a cleaning company when I was younger. And so I kind of just like resorted back to that. And then I met Josh and just kind of got integrated with Bullfit. So I was like probably a year after that, like the Bullfit and the cleaning stuff happened.
Dang, that's cool. Okay. And so how is all that stuff going for you now?
Good. I mean, it's like literally in prison. I remember thinking like, I want to get out. Like I'm kind of like manifested going to Lifetime, like networking with people, like business-minded people, like growth mindset.
Right.
I like wanted to work with a supplement company. Like I didn't know what company or anything. And it's just like, it's crazy how it all kind of like aligns.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
What kind of things were you personally doing in prison to like keep your mind sharp, and like what kind of books were you reading? What kind of stuff were you consuming? Okay.
Bible. I read, like, that was my first time like really reading the Bible.
Yeah.
Like read it, front to back, I think twice.
Wow.
And I knew I always believed in a higher power before prison, but there was like a few instances where I was like, okay, like there really is so much power in having that belief and having that relationship.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, the Bible, I mean, you read, there's all sorts of books in there, like Napoleon Hill to like some of the Jordan Belfort books, the Wolf of Wall Street guy, just kind of like understanding his story as well. But yeah, working out was obviously a big thing in there for you that helps your mind. Yeah.
Was there ever like any like world events that happened? Because obviously you're not as tuned in with the news as your average person. But like, was there any like world events or anything that ever happened that like everybody in the prison was like, oh shit?
Let me think. Not necessarily. Like, I don't like the one thing that pops in my mind when you say that is people were freaking out when was it the Chinese that had the like balloon
thing?
the balloon thing?
Oh yeah.
Like that happened when we were in there. And yeah, people were like pretty reactive to that. Yeah.
Do you stay in contact with anybody that you met on the inside, or?
Very few people. There's like maybe 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So another one, he was initially arrested for a bank robbery like 12 years ago, got out, and then he got caught with a gun, and that's what he was in there for this time. But yeah, he's out now. He's doing good. He's a hibachi chef in Las Vegas.
That's
cool.
crazy.
So yeah, super, super cool. He's half white, half Japanese.
That's sick.
But yeah.
What are people's reactions? Like even like mingling at Lifetime, like people that may know your story. What are people's reactions when they hear?
I mean, they're intrigued. They're like, wait, you? I'm like, I know. Like, it's hard to believe.
That's how I felt the day you approached me at the gym. You're like, I got this story I want to tell you, and I'm like waiting for you to tell me what story, and I'm like, this could be anything.
Yeah,
I used
what
to
is
rob
it?
banks, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, okay. You're like, let's hear it. But yeah, I've met great people at Lifetime. It's cool to see how people accept you for who you are now and how you show up now as to like, judging me for my past.
Right.
Yeah.
So
No,
yeah,
that's
it's been
awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
What's the next 5 years look like for you?
So I want to get more into the fitness world, personal training. I want to continue growing. Yeah. My office cleaning business, finding a partner to settle down with and build and just grow. So no kids, anything like that.
Well, so speaking of that, so what happened with the girlfriend then when you cut your ankle monitor off, went
well,
back?
hold on.
I do have to know
We
about
gotta
that.
backtrack a little bit.
So she was obviously very upset at that point. And at that point we were basically broken up, but she just came back to kind of like be supportive and like we were together for a long time. So we still talked maybe another year in prison, and then she like was like, look, like I need to move on, and I'm like, no, like for sure, like you need to, you know what I mean, like I'm gonna be here a few more years, like do you, like pursue what makes you happy,
Right.
So yeah.
That's crazy.
That's wild. I mean, we talked about this for a second before we started filming, but I mean, since we have the cameras on, if you had a movie made about you, who would you want to play you? What does that look like?
Theo James. So, and there's actually, I'm in the works of working on a pitch deck right now.
Yeah.
To start pitching to production companies to get a movie made.
Guys, I already pitched myself to be in the movie, so don't even worry about it. You might see me with an IMDb credit. Who knows?
The FBI extra.
Yeah.
I'll be a background character, whatever I got.
Be the bank
we'll get
teller.
you in there. One of the bank tellers.
Yes.
There we go.
That would be a good one.
I'm there.
Yeah.
So besides a movie, do you want to do like a book? Is there any other
I
things?
do eventually. Like for some reason, a book intimidates me a little bit. I don't know if that's kind of backwards. A lot of people do a book first and then a movie. And I don't know if it's just like the excitement of a movie.
Right.
But a book intimidates me a little bit, but I do feel like I have a story to tell for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Was when you like got caught and everything like that, where you're like, oh shit, this is gonna make a fire movie. Like this is crazy. like
honestly,
you know?
yes. You know what I mean? I don't want to like glorify like what I did. Obviously,
Yeah,
I made mistakes. You know what I mean? I went to prison. Like it's not something that I'm proud of necessarily.
Absolutely, yeah.
But at the same time, I also feel like it's something that I needed to go through.
Yes.
Like it was a blessing in disguise,
Right.
if you will.
Well, I mean, like The Wolf of Wall Street is one of the best movies of all time.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying,
for sure.
like,
so a transformation story.
yes.
Yeah.
So like was
100%.
the 6-year-old Cody inside of you like, holy shit, this is like the movies I used to
Oh,
watch?
for sure. 100%, bro. 100%.
What would you say? This is a good one. What's your favorite bank robbery movie?
Whew. It's a toss-up between The Town and the original Den of Thieves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Den of Thieves is...
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
So I never had the balls to go rob an armored truck. But,
Have you seen Crime 101 yet?
Mm-mm.
That one's
Haven't.
really
Is it
good.
good?
That one's like pure bank robberies.
Okay.
Like that.
I'll have to check
It
it out.
actually
Yeah, 'cause I mean, it still interests me to this day. Like,
For
I still
sure.
watch it, and I'm like, dang, like I did that.
I lived this.
Yeah.
Do Band-Aids give you PTSD to this day? Like when you see them?
No. Yeah. No.
No.
No. Yeah. It's a good question. I like that one.
So like now too, like with your family and everything, like once you were released, were your parents still like super supportive like they were before? And
Yeah, for sure. Like so my mom, stepdad, dad have all been super supportive through all of it.
That's
so yeah,
that's good.
yeah.
What is something that people that are going to hear the story online, what do you want them to know about you?
That it's more than just like a crime headline story. So to me, that's like the small part of it. To me, the biggest part is the transformation story,
Right.
and kind of like what you build and what you learn and like how you grow from the decisions.
For
you
sure.
make.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No,
So-
that's fire. Honestly.
So if I can, help somebody else realize that, like, hey, this guy was using drugs, literally living 2 lives, like telling his girlfriend he was going to work, like this and that, like went to prison. If he can turn his life around, like so can I.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely, bro. Well, we appreciate you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you so
thank you
much.
guys.
I
Thank you guys
didn't
for
know what
having
to
me.
expect.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
This is one hell of a story.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And this is your first time telling it.
First
right?
time telling it. First podcast. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you to everybody watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.